Over the last several years with the COVID-19 pandemic, with school shootings in the state of Michigan, with other forms of trauma and distress that pop up each and every day in our lives for a variety of different reasons, mental health and the need for behavioral services has become a huge sticking point here in our local area and throughout the state of Michigan, and the need for an expansion of those services in the public sector and at our schools in particular has been a huge talking point over the last several years. Now there's a new partnership between Oakland University and Easterseals MORC to bring that to Oakland in the very near future. Joining us now on the program is the president and CEO of Easterseals MORC, Brent Wirth, to talk about this. Brent, thanks for being with us today.
Hi, Tyler. How are you?
I'm doing well today. How are you, Brent?
I'm doing really well.
Yeah, it's an exciting day for you, exciting day for Easterseals MORC as well as Oakland University, as you're set to announce later on this morning this new partnership between your organization and Oakland University in regards to behavioral services, social work, and others. So talk about that partnership. How will your organization, Oakland University, be working together to bring some of these critical services to people right here in our communities?
Yeah, so we've had a long-standing partnership with Oakland University. So we've been hosting many of their interns for many years. In fact, right now we have 13 of their OU interns that are in our master's level social work or counseling program. And so before the pandemic, we were seeing a rise in demand for our mental health services, but really since the pandemic, it's exploded, and the demand has greatly outpaced our ability to recruit and hire additional because the staff just are not there. We recently saw a statistic that, the behavioral health openings here in Michigan are 50% less than the students graduating that would qualify for those positions. So we thought it would be best, and in partnership and talking to OU, how can we come together to create a pipeline for the future and help meet the needs of the community? And so together we came up with this program, and it's really has a few areas, and one is going to be supporting 10 graduate level, master's level social workers and counselors each year. And what's great with that is then the only commitment that they would have is to work for 3 years for us. So they would automatically have a career with us. And that would be exciting and a win-win-win for everybody. We're also going to start paying stipends for interns. So traditionally in the behavioral health world, social workers, I'm a social worker and I paid to do my internship. Now we're looking to pay them for social work and counseling interns, and to really find and support the best and brightest. A lot of individuals want to go into the field, but they may not have the funds, and we certainly want to support their efforts. And in addition, the other part of the partnership is that OU is offering up to 50 employees annually at Easterseals MORC a 10% tuition discount to seek an advanced degree in social work and counseling. So it's really exciting. It's got a lot of buzz with our staff, and our staff are doing the best they can every day, and we continue to see more and more. But this will help bring in additional talents to support them as well.
And just to take a step back, let's talk about some of those services that you are providing through Easterseals and MORC. In this regard, so give us elaborate some on those services that Easterseals is providing.
Sure. So Easterseals MORC, we were Easterseals Michigan and another organization, MORC. We merged last year to become Easterseals MORC. So right here, we are supporting over 21,000 people in Michigan, providing behavioral health supports and long-term care. So we support people of all ages that need either behavioral health services or have intellectual and developmental disabilities and need long-term services. So the biggest demand that we have now for our staff, so we currently have, it's roughly about 1,000 team members, about 300 master's level clinicians, and we're not able to keep up with the demand. So most of the demand the increased demand is really in outpatient or outpatient therapy. So we provide services that are in the home or in the community or virtual, wherever it's needed. And a lot of people are really needing that mental health, that outpatient behavioral health therapy, and that is what we're focused on with this initiative.
Yeah, Oakland University and Easterseals MORC will be announcing a new partnership today addressing social work and counseling career shortages. in our local area in the state of Michigan, includes in Easterseals MORC some issues that they've seen with the increased demand and either a stagnating or reduced supply of qualified workers in this industry in Michigan. And Brent, you mentioned earlier on, some of those issues and why that makes this partnership so fruitful for your organization. But across the board in southeastern Michigan, in our local area here in Oakland County, but really across the board around our state, how much of an issue is this keeping staff in Michigan in this sector, increasing the number of staff available in our sector? How much of an issue has that been in recent years, given the demand has risen so significantly?
Yeah, no, it's a significant issue. We're blessed that we have OU in our backyard and have a great relationship with them. Not every part of the state has universities that they can partner with. So, again, we've grown, we've implemented a lot of initiatives, but it's nowhere. The amount of students that are going into this field does not match the demand. There's a lot of reasons for that. I mean, there is a mental health crisis. I mean, the trauma that you mentioned at the start since the pandemic has only continued. But at the same time, stigma is beginning to get broken, and people are seeking mental health care that otherwise would not have sought it before. And really, since the pandemic, the world has changed a lot around virtual health too. So the demand for virtual care has increased dramatically. So therapists and outpatient therapists that we may have had, working in the office or in the home now can work virtually. And so we offer all of that, but just the options and access to care have really improved, and thus this continues to drive up demand as well.
You can find more information on this new partnership between Oakland University and Easterseals MORC by visiting Oakland's website at oakland.edu and going to their news page, oakland.edu/OU magazine. And they'll have a story about this that you can read for more information on this new partnership. You can also find more information on services provided by Easterseals MORC by visiting their website at easterseals.com/MORC, easterseals.com/MORC, and learn more about their social work and behavioral health services across the board that are available right here in our local area, as well as this partnership with Oakland University that will be announced further in a formal ceremony at Oakland this morning. We're joined by Brent Wirth on today's edition of the Megacast to talk about this new partnership. He is the president and CEO of Easterseals MORC, serving our local community. And just lastly, in terms of what this brings to these mental health professionals, these budding mental health professionals, as they enter their career, obviously, as you said, it's a great career opportunity for them. They'll get at least 3 years of experience in the field immediately after going through this program between your organization and Oakland University. But in terms of boosting the acumen of our professional community in these regards in the state of Michigan, what does a partnership like this do for making Michigan a great place for people to be seeking this sort of health care?
Wow. Well, our hope is that this is a model that other providers and universities can partner with to develop more. So while this may seem, the numbers aren't big, I mean, it's only a start. I mean, the demand is much bigger, but we hope and certainly feel that that other providers, the state, everybody can invest in models and partner with providers to create that next best workforce and incentivize them to stay in Michigan to serve our most vulnerable citizens. I mean, we all want that. We all need it, but we need to come up with creative, innovative ways to do that. And I really feel that this partnership that we have with Oakland University is a great demonstration of that.
More information on Easterseals MORC, Easterseals MORC, can be found on easterseals.com/MORC. You can also get in contact with Easterseals MORC by calling them locally at 248-475-6300, 248-475-6300, or toll free at 800-75-SEALS, 800-75-SEALS for the hearing impaired. You can use your relay at 711 for more information. We're joined by Brent Wirth, the president and CEO of Easterseals MORC, with us on today's edition of the Megacast to talk about the new partnership between Easterseals MORC and Oakland University to help boost the number of professionals that we have in our local mental health and behavioral health community through a new career partnership program and counseling services program between these two great organizations. Brent, before we let you go, anything else that we haven't discussed about this new partnership that you would like to say, or that would be important for our audience to know?
One last thing, thanks, Tyler. This initiative is 100% funded through philanthropic funds. So Easterseals MORC has been blessed to have some amazing donors that entrust us with their funds to invest in the people that we serve and our purpose to change lives. And so we're excited for this. I mean, this commitment, it's not a small commitment. It's about $500,000 a year, but we see the value just helping not only today, but for the future. And at the bottom, I mean, really the ultimate and the most important thing out of all of this initiative, yeah, it's about training and the next best workforce. But at the end of the day, it's really about lives changed and lives saved. And we all know we need more of behavioral health and people trained to do that. And so lives saved and lives changed is probably the best way I can say it.
Easterseals.com/MORC for more information from Easterseals MORC here in the state of Michigan on this partnership and their services as well, or go to oakland.edu/OU magazine to read even more information about this new partnership between these two organizations. Brent, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Tyler.